What's up, guys? Okay, so I said I would give you guys an update when I had made some progress. So I believe I showed you guys the repository that I cloned from GitHub with Windsurf, agent0. Y'all remember that? So this is the installation guide, and I had to follow these steps. And when I got to, let's see, right here, this is when the magic happened. Okay, and I'm now, the program is running. So I had to launch it with Docker. See, Windsurf, I still have not updated my plan, and I've only got 16 flow credits left. Got plenty of prompt credits, but them flow credits, those action credits, yeah. So I said I'm just gonna follow the instructions and I'm gonna get it up and going myself. And it wasn't that hard, okay? So I just followed the instructions, and this is the repository over here. If I go back, this is the main page for the repository. It's FRDEL/agent0. And this is the repository. And this is what the user interface looks like. And so, check this out. This is Docker. Okay, I had to run it with Docker. And the instructions are very clear on how to get that up and running. And so after I had it up and running, it shows it runs on localhost 32.769. And all you got to do is click that, and it automatically throws up this localhost 32.769. Okay, and this is the user interface for this thing, for this agent. And I went into the settings and I set all my stuff, username and password and stuff, and I also set the chat model, and I set that to, let's see, all these are, the agent default is not set, it's just at default. The knowledge subdirectory, it's got it set to custom. Anyways, the model that I'm using is my Olama model and the 2.5 coder latest. And so you can set your context window length right here to 120,000 tokens. You can go up or down, whatever. I'm not going to limit it. I'm not setting any limits. This is where you can hit your limits if you're using API keys for, like, ChatGPT or whatever. If you're using an API key, blah blah blah. And in order to set that, you would just select the model, blah blah blah. But I'm leaving it on Olama because I have Olama, and I might as well use my own resources. This is where you set your API keys. Speech to text. This is where you set all that kind of stuff. Speech to text. We're just going to leave it right there. The language code is English. We're just going to leave all these preset. Okay, so we can use any one of these API keys, or one of these providers. We just got to put in the API key. For OpenAI, boom, we put our OpenAI API key, or Anthropic, whatever. If we wanted to use those services. Authentication, there's my authentication. So that was for speech to text. Okay, it's just that one section. Oh, I see. Okay, agent configuration. So the prompt subdirectory, Subdirectory of prompts folder to use for agent prompts used to adjust agent behavior is set to default, or there's reflection. And same with that's for default. Custom is custom, the knowledge subdirectory. Okay, so I can just get out of there, get out of the settings, and I can type my message here. So, okay, so down here, this is where I can import my knowledge or files. There's also a history, there's a context, and a nudge. So let's just test out the functionality of this thing. I've not tested it out yet. I just got it up and running, so let's test it out. What should I say? Well, let's test the voice function, and let's see if it can do something here. Let's see if we can search the web for some government grants pertaining, yeah. Let's see. I'm going to use this microphone. Yep, see, it's using. It's okay. Allow while visiting. Okay, so I want you to search the web for government grants pertaining to research and development in AI for startup companies, particularly in the field of cognitive research and dementia and Alzheimer's. And then I want you to write a pitch for the grant and be sure to follow all of the guidelines and format required by the agency. Okay, and it got the message. And so it is searching memory for solutions. It's initializing vector DB, and it encounters an error. Let's see. And let's see. Okay, so invalid characters in the key. Okay, so I need to remove all that. Okay, so, oh, wait a minute. He's doing something, y'all. Okay, and I got the message. Okay, so he fixed that error. Did y'all see that? I had too many character keys in my Olama coder thing, and he bypassed that. Okay, and it got the message, and so it's searching memory for solutions. It's initializing vector DB, and it encounters an error. Let me see, and let's see. That's the agent right there. No, that's a user message. That's weird. Oh, but it's an agent. Agent0 says generating thoughts. The system encountered an error while trying to access the memory. I will attempt to resolve the issue by checking if there are any updates or patches available for the vector DB. I'll also try to verify the current status of the memory and ensure that it's functioning properly. Code execution tool, terminal, API get update, API get upgrade. Why? Agent using tool, code execution tool. And so the vector DB appears to be up to date. I'll now attempt to reload the memory to ensure it's functioning properly. Okay. No memories found. Seems that there's no memories related to the vector DB or any encountered. I'll attempt to search online sources for information on government grants pertaining to research and development in AI for startup companies, particularly in the field of cognitive research and dementia and Alzheimer's. I will use the knowledge tool to gather current information from online sources. government grants for research, development, startup companies, particularly in the field of economic research on Alzheimer's. That's the question. That's what he searched online. And he found this source right here, NSF-SBIR, okay, seedfund.nsf.gov, okay, the one I already found, okay, and then the National Artificial Intelligence Research Institutes. This is another one that I already found, that I actually wrote the grant for, Vision to Reality, blah, 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 AI, blah, blah, blah. Okay, generating characters in the key, okay, so I need to remove all that. Okay, so, wait a minute, he's doing something, y'all, okay, and I've got the message, okay, so he fixed that error. Did you all see that? I had too many character keys in a llama coder thing. Oh, is it still listening to me? I think y'all got to witness that live. I was wondering what the user... How is it? Oh, gosh. And so... Let's see. What is he doing here? Okay, responding. See, I'm just reading and it's picking up my stuff because I didn't know that I had to turn that off. I thought it automatically turned off. Okay, so that's my bad. So it's just been running amok based on me saying stuff. Okay. So he says he's gathered information on government grants for AI research and development and startup companies, particularly in the field of cognitive research and dementia. Okay, just like I wanted. Now, I will now write a pitch for one of these grants, ensuring that it follows all guidelines and formats required by the agency. That's what I told him, right? Cool. And so he's doing some stuff. Generating tool memory load. Generating. It seems there are no existing memories. He's looking in his memory base. Okay. And let's see. I've gathered information on government grants. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So I'm just going to nudge him. And let's see what he does. Because he's supposed to write this grant, right? Or this, he's supposed to write a pitch. It says, you have sent the same message again. I apologize for blah, blah, blah. I've gathered the information. Okay. Okay, good. Now that you have the information gathered, go ahead and write that pitch and save it in a file so that I can review it, and also open that file so that I can see it and review it. And also write... Never mind. I was going to tell him to write one for every grant at the same time, to employ multiple agents and just write a whole bunch of different grants at the same time. So let's see what he does. Pitch for government grant, introduction, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Okay, the pitch for the government grant has been written and saved in a file named grantpitch.md. I've opened the file so that you can review it. I don't see it. He says he opened it, but I don't see it. Let's see if we can find this file. Copy. Let's go to my file folder. And let's search. Let's see, where's that going to be at? I want to search. search this for that. He says he's working on it. And so all these files are definitely saved somewhere. He said he saved a file somewhere. And the place I told him to save files to, I'm just going to wait and see if it can find it. It's searching. Because he said he opened it, but he didn't. And let's see, show thoughts, speech, show JSON, show utility messages. Let's see if I can turn on utility messages, auto scroll. No useful information. And so, let's see. Alright, this is a pretty simple. Let's open my folder again. It says it's working on it. Alright. Let's open this. And I saved it under, I don't see it. I don't see, oh, you know what? SBC. No, it's not there. Well, gosh. I don't believe it's under this one. No. Maybe it's under... I'm not sure, y'all. I saved it as A0, right? Oh gosh, I don't remember. And C, I thought it was A0. So it should be one of the first ones to pop up, but I'm not seeing it. How do I find that file? You know what? It might be. I highly doubt it. Okay, this is my... Okay, this is what's running in my Docker. Uh-huh. See that? grandstoppitch.md. Now, where is that file? Files. Let's see. Let's see. Where did it save that? A0. Right here. And then... Let's see. let's see. What was the name of that file? Grants underscore pitch. Should be under A0. I don't see no grants. A0. It's not under there. I don't think it's under the Gits or the GitHubs. Possibly the Docker, exe, or the run, the fs. No, it can't be. Oh gosh, why is this file so hard to find? Logs? Memory? Memory? Oh, maybe it's in the memory. Default? No. I'm not seeing it. Maybe the temp? No, sir, I'm not seeing it. See, I'm not seeing it. Maybe I can just tell him I'm not seeing it. That file did not open, and I can't find it for the life of me. Can you help me find it? Let's see if it got that. Do y'all think it got that? I'm not sure if it got that. I'm going to have to redo it. Let's try. Okay. That file did not load, and I'm not seeing any file. I can't find it. Can you help me out? All right. Okay, so he's gonna, he apologizes and says, let's try saving it again and then open it to ensure it's saved correctly. And so, let's see here. What's he doing? Pitch for the government, blah, 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 blah. He says he's opened the file so that I can review it, but I don't see it. Uh-huh. Budget map, project overview, introduction, blah, blah, blah. And see, field, blah, blah, blah. Let's just see. Thoughts. It doesn't look like he wrote very much stuff right here. Let's see. Now I asked quite a mouthful from him, so I'm guessing that's to send your message. And so I could import some knowledge. Really, grant_pitch.md. Where could that file be located? Let's see. No, that's not how you do it, dum-dum. Let's see here. See, I'm not sure, so maybe I can go to my terminal. Here's my container. Go to my images. No. How did I do that? See, this one's running on localhost. Let's see. 1200%. 12 CPUs available. I'm at 1.72%. Container CPU usage. Okay, all that stuff's looking just fine. Where's my terminal? That's what I want. Enter Docker terminal. No, it's not really what I wanted. There we go. I wanted to see what it's running. Okay. Conclusion, government proposal, blah, 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 blah. So this is what's running in the background that you don't see. And see, I should be able to go to files right here and find open file editor. 40 minutes ago, a month ago, blah, blah, blah. See, it should have saved a file just recently. Okay, these are the logs. And so somewhere it created a file. Right here. But I am not finding that file. Copy. Files. Stats. Files. Should be under A0. Should be under A0. No? Huh. We already looked at temp. It's not under boot. Bin is the last one under this folder. Python. Nope. 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 It's not under Python. It's not under prompts. Under memory. Default. Embeddings. No. Prompts. So I think the problem might be that it's not storing these files locally. It's not storing them in the right location. Knowledge, instruments, custom default, YouTube download, blah, blah, blah. Those are instruments. Documents. No. Graphics. Image memory new. Prompt settings page. Setup. Nope, not seeing my file. Docs, quick start. Nope. Docker. exe. Run. fs. Etc. Searing. Limiter setting. Nope. exe. Nope. ins. Nope. Per. Root. Nope. So it's not under that folder. It's not under none of those. This exe. Nope. The root. Nope. So it's not under Docker. The .vs code file. No, it's not under there. It's not under GitHub. It's not under Git. It's not under Podcache. A0 bin, user bin, boot, and .dev, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. So I don't know where it's creating that file. Let's see if it can do something different here. Let's just see. Can you create me a simple calculator app for my desktop and save it as an executable and launch it for me so that I can test it out? And let's see. Let's see what it can do. Query, create a simple calendar app, calculator app, desktop, executable, launch, test. And it looks like he's writing some code. I'll create a simple calculator using Python. Really? And he returned me an error. Okay. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to start a new chat. Chat number 2. Can you create a calculator app that I can use for my desktop? Let's see if it can create a simple app. And so this thing is supposed to create its own solutions. It's not programmed to do anything, but it's supposed to write its program to be able to perform its function. So it's using up my resources, I can tell you that right now. If I pull up my boom GPU, 92%. Look at that. It's putting that language model to work. Look at this thing. He's searching hardcore. He's searching. And I'm using all my GPU memory as well. And I'm using 40% of my CPU and 60% of my regular memory. So I do like that aspect, and I can hear my fan running. That's why I knew it was using my resources. So look at this thing go. I just said, can you create a calculator app that I can use for my desktop? And he's going to work. Let's look at my Docker. See what's going on with. So this thing's running. It's just going to run. Mm-hmm. Let's give him a little nudge. It says process reset agent nudged. Memorizing new information, memorizing successful solutions, searching memories for solutions. I'm just going to let this thing run. I mean, it's using my resources. And it might take a minute for it to actually kick off. This actually wasn't that hard to get set up and going. And so now I just need to refine it and play with it and see what it's best at. And learn how to edit it for our specific use case or use cases. So I don't know, maybe I should just let this thing run and see what it does. I'm thinking about shutting this video down because we're already approaching 40 minutes. And I haven't even begun to mess with any of this stuff down here. You see, I can pause him right here. I can pause the agent because he's just working. I mean, almost like he's stuck. But I gotta realize that my system is not as advanced as the newest technology, so it might run just a tad bit slow every now and then. I don't know. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause him. And that did not seem to slow anything down or stop anything. And so, because I can go right here, I'm still maxed out. So, think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna try and start a new chat, and it should reload. It should reset everything. New chat, reset chat. And still hear my fan spinning. Let's see if my memory is winding down a little bit. Let's see. What I'm going to do is just to test it, I'm going to say, can you tell me a little bit about your abilities and your skills and who designed you and all that kind of stuff? Alright, and let's see if he can handle just a general question like that without any kind of tasks. I think maybe I might have, see, it should have responded by now, so I think I might have to stop this. So, because I think he hit a wall, because I've been using him for like 40 minutes straight. So let's see if I can go to the GitHub. I think it's this one. Key features, computer as a tool. See, agent0 uses the operating system as a tool to accomplish its tasks. It has no single-purpose tool pre-programmed. Instead, it can write its own code and use the terminal to create and use its own tools as needed. The only default tools in its arsenal are online search, memory features, communication with the user and other agents, and code terminal execution. Everything else is created by the agent itself or can be extended by the user. Okay? And let's see, it's completely customizable and extensible. Almost nothing in this framework is hard-coded. Nothing is hidden. Everything can be extended or changed by the user. The whole behavior is defined by a system prompt in the prompts default agentsystem.md file. Change this prompt and change the framework dramatically. The framework does not guide or limit the agent in any way. There are no hard-coded rails that agents have to follow. Every prompt, every small message template sent to the agent in its communication loop can be found in the prompts folder and changed. Every default tool can be found in the Python tools folder and changed or copied to create new predefined tools. Alright, right here, that section. Communication is the key. Give your agent a proper system prompt and instructions and it can do miracles. See, that's what I didn't do. Okay, I'm expecting it to act like a grant writer, and it's not capable of actually doing that because I haven't prompted it to do that and I haven't given it the knowledge base. Things you can build with agent0: development projects, create a React dashboard with real-time data visualization. Okay, that's what I can do with agent0. Data analysis, analyze last quarter's NVIDIA sales data and create trend reports. Okay, that's interesting. Content creation, write a technical blog post about microservers, yeah. System admin, set up a monitoring system for our web servers, okay. Research, gather and summarize 5 recent AI papers about COT prompting. All right. So there's a quick start. What I want to know is how to exit the program. See installation usage, basic and advanced usage. Change log is coming soon. Alright, let's go to the usage because I want to know how to exit this beast. Let's see, basic operations, restart the framework. Just hit restart. Okay, let me try that. Should be right here. Should restart. Restarting. There we go. Didn't want to just reset the channel, wanted to restart the framework. Okay, now I can see that my green light went red and it's restarting because it didn't complete that restart, timed out or failed. Yeah, I had a feeling, so I might have to just shut it down and restart it the hard way. So let's go back. Okay, provide several basic operations through this interface, restart the framework, blah blah blah, without using the terminal. Okay, yeah, I just saw that. Blue notification will appear. Restarting was completed. Green success message will be shown. Well, use the restart function when you want to reset the framework, reinitialize the system, when agents become unresponsive. Well, that happened, but hold on. Okay, so I figured it out. I had to stop the process. Now I'm down to normal. Okay, because it had an error. It could not restart. So tried to restart and it said backend disconnected, can't restart. See? So in order to get it up and going again, what I have to do is hit start. And it's gonna restart the server, running on the same port. It's gonna prepare the environment, running preload, blah blah blah. And so, boom, there it is. Now I just minimize that, go in here, click restart, backend disconnected, can't restart. So I gotta figure that out. Anyways,